Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending this webinar session with Chris. Please make sure your audio is working properly. 10 minutes before the presentation ends, we will be doing a Q&A, so please use the chat box to send your questions. This session will be recorded and will be sent to all the people that attended. So now I will leave you with Emmanuel Novello, our presenter. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Alexia, and welcome to everybody. And first of all, thank you for inviting us and all the team of ISTC for giving us the opportunity to be here as guests. And obviously, our thought is going to what's happening in the Caribbean now with this hurricane. Hope everything will fit fine, and all will be great with the weather. Well, so let's start immediately, and let's take a look through a movie that we stop from time to time, and where we go directly to the session and to the program to see exactly the various tasks. I really have to apologize. I thought that the webinar has to be run on Spanish. I have the presentation for the CIM. Originally, the idea was to divide it in DMS and CIM. But in any case, we will check all the points properly. It was my fault. Okay, so let's go and let's start to see some relevant tasks of the system. So basically, CRISP is a company based in Italy, even if we are a consortium of company with another Germanian company, which is our partner and technical partner. We have been awarded as being the most innovative VMS in the market for the German market last year and 2 years ago. And we have been we are amongst the preferred solution provider for German police and Israeli government police and military. We will give you like a short pictures of which are our skills, and we will go. We will analyze the features we are able to offer through the vertical market. In this case, I decided to start with the energy one. Probably ISTC himself sometimes ago sent a demo. This is a big installation we made for a solar power plant in Israel. You can recognize here some detection, some tripwire detection algorithm, video analysis, day and night with a thermal camera and the day and night. The product itself is composed by a powerful VMS that integrates many analytics. One of the most relevant is obviously a PR system. You know, we are living here in basically in Italy, where there is a lot of, especially north of Italy, we are confluenting. We are very close to many nations, especially in my area, northeast. So pay recognition is always an issue because we can have tracks from, for example, Poland, Lithuania, Czech Republic, Serbia, Croatia, France, and so on. So we have optimized here all the kinds of recognition, the license plate recognition for all over Europe and obviously all the rest of the world, let's say. Recently, we implemented an airport, Sofia Airport, for example. This is the international arrival part. Here we implemented tripwire direction or forbidden direction. So basically, you can see here there is the main screen. On our graphical user interface, we have the main screen, the main camera, but we have the state of the system where always we have a state of the art of how is the health of our system. We have some subsidiary view. We have some static site plan. So you can see this tower where many buildings of the airport itself are. But basically, we have also a part where we report the analytics, so the fake direction, the forbidden direction. Stadium is also one of our important assets, one of our important vertical markets. We implemented here lately 5 stadiums. This is a report of the most important where we have done everything together with the integrator, from access control to tournaments. In some cases also we implemented facial recognition, and obviously all the CCTV. I wanted to stop a little bit because we are bringing something, let's say, very, very interesting. We are just ending up in an outstanding integration with the radar. You know, the radars are coming more and more influent on the security industry. So basically, with the biggest distributor all over the world of radars, we integrated our platform together with them. So you will see, let's say, this will be a product that will be sold itself. It will be a kind of appendix of our SIM. We will have a geographical map where video will be put there together with the radar input. So you can see our target here is moving, is this guy in black, and the PTZ is moving accordingly to what the radar is detecting. Once we have decided that our target has to be monitored, so clicking on the target, the radar itself positions itself on the target, and the PTZ is continuously monitoring, while the whole scene, the whole scenario is always kept by a fixed camera. So this is really something amazing that we recently have done. This kind of solution. You will see how we have integrated perimeter protection together with video analysis. In this case, we will see also tripwire, forbidden direction, intrusion, both with daily camera, day and night camera, sorry, and with thermal camera. I want to tell you one thing that is very important. You have seen that and now the target had become, let's say, a danger, like menace, because we cannot consider, we couldn't have considered on the left side to make the trigger up, because in this case many patrons are working here, or some cars are creating, let's say, fake alerts here. So here the recognition, the setting of the algorithm has been done very accurately, because exactly above this area, the video analysis, the algorithm detected a true menace. Not before, because otherwise it could have created a lot of fake alerts. Also, in this case, this is another site. This is a university. Okay, in this case, it's been detected that from the shadow that has crossed the virtual fence of the perimeter itself. And here we can see another case of optimizing the setting of the algorithm. You see that now the people here is present, but it's not in a not forbidden area. So it can stay very easily over there, but immediately after is crossing a certain height, so tailor-made for the installation. The system is okay. The system was analyzing that is a menace for the perimeter. Well, let's talk about really the layout about of the PSIM, and talking about the capacity that CRISP has to be a strong and easy real engine system from trigger to action. So let's scroll down, which are our most important features. So CRISP is a PSIM command and control. We have a dynamic and intelligent GIS map, a full-fledged incident management features where we process all the alerts, and obviously our powerful dependent DMX. Very intuitive to use. We are very famous for being probably the most intuitive BMS SIM to use. After the installation, and when we will go in detail, you will understand how easy it is for the system to auto-detect the camera existing on the subnet. So just to aggregate the camera on the system, and the game is done. We will see how we will manage the play bar and the timeline, and how we will handle map in the case of the SIM itself. So we are able to manage any kind of incident and generate reports based on that. Part of the offer is obviously a web patrol app. So in Android base, there is the possibility to have a GPS monitoring system where the user can have an interface with the control room, so share chat, share pictures for the moment, and to be tracked on the GIS map through GPS. And this is what exactly we have said 1 second before, with the possibility to have a panic button on the Android device. We will see later on also our unique video wall system, how easy it will be to drag and drop on partial or on total part of our video wall, the different cameras or different views of our system. So obviously, a good part of the offer is given by analytics. We have a bunch of analytics of a high level. We developed this analytics together with an Italian company that is applying to the most important brands all over the world video analysis. So from intrusion to left object or panic disorder, loitering, for example. Gate flow, even if it's not exactly our security business, area accounting, that's it. And obviously face detection that is coming up. Okay, maybe we can skip tactical trailer, just very few blinks. Tactical trailer is an autonomous vehicle totally embedded with security solution and with our DMS together. Okay, so let's enter immediately to the features of the SIM and the DMS. Let's start to give the first tips about the DMS. VIDEOWALL is, as I told you, something very outstanding. Our characteristic is that we don't have limit in workstations because we are a pure DMS, robust DMS. You just need to adjust your hardware. So based on the, let's say, on the analysis, on the proper analysis that we are glad to offer, based on the frame per second and the capacity of storage, you can set up your hardware. Yeah, the capacity, as I told you, from the patrol to send events from the field of activity to the control room and the opposite in case of the same. Okay, so here we see like exactly the area where I live. We are a northeast Italian company. Basically, we are 80 kilometers from Venice and 40 kilometers from Verona. You probably know this big important city on the way to Milano. The idea for this simulation is to show like medium small company city, for example, intended like 400,000 people. We have a stadium, we have an airport, so we have cameras, we have patrol, and so on. Right now, we are going to show this, which is the radius of action. Let's imagine that we are exactly on a point. You will see here appearing the radius coordinates from the different layers of the SIM itself. In this case, we decided to go on the coordinates of an agent. Or, for example, we would like to visit to take a look on the airport. So logically, we put there a layer. We open the map for departures. Okay, and we have a view on the camera related to the departures from the airport. Back again, you can see here. You can see here the map, the cone of the cameras. The PTZ are moving accordingly. The cone, especially when zooming, when doing PTZ and zooming, accordingly the cone will move logically on the GIS map, but it will also move optimize the glimpse, let's say, of the PTZ, of the focus of the PTZ itself. Okay, we already talked about this feature. We have seen from real. Now we are showing, even if maybe we will take a look much better later on, the status of our system. Now we simulate a fire alert, for example. Now we are getting exactly deep inside the question of the command and control function of the PSIM. In this case, we have generated an alert, a fire alert. So we have here a set of procedures to follow. In this case, is required to call the general manager for the area 0444. So we will see that it's very important to fill it up all the instruction, otherwise the system doesn't allow to go on, and this missing management from the user will be reported on the in all the reports that the DMS software will generate. Okay, we dedicated here to as exercise to cameras, because strictly connected with this fire alert. We added these two cameras that were looking at the area. We have seen that the alert has disappeared, so also the camera has been disappeared. We can create also a manual alert. You see on this area as part of the command and control. We decide that we have a P4 priority alert. We have an attached camera when we can monitor. We can assign to other people. We can comment, or we can leave it blank. Okay, so in this case, the operator decided that yeah, probably there is no injury, and this area is well covered, and is maybe waiting a comment from his officer in this case. Okay, so it creates now the accident, and now on the board we have to manage this accident. So we are exactly on the area. We open the camera, and we reset the alert. Okay, because it was like a new case. Here the camera is not showing the recording. Okay, last things maybe are related to. Okay, we can filter the layer by different status. We can choose between having on our map only police, only cameras, only side plans, and so on. Okay. We already explained that the corner of the view of the PTZ or the fixed camera are dynamically displayed accordingly to the zoom position. And if the PTZ is moving over the geographical map, you can see logically that the corner of view moves on the geographical map. Obviously, we can open from the field any kind of camera. This is exactly the aim of the SIM. Here we are doing LPR with our partner here from Italy. This is a French plate, for example. Yeah. So we can perform right now some let's see. Okay, stadium. We decide to enter on our stadium. We have some cameras here. Okay, and we connect to the main entrance, having everything under control on our command and control. Well, this one, let's see, we will see it on an exercise. I don't know how much time is running. Alexia, if still we are on time and we are all okay?
Yes, we have time.
We have time, okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay, so some tips regarding the state of the system. Okay, here we are showing, besides showing the LTR system, we want to show also intelligent parking. We are now integrating a system that logically show in a smart way when there is like a free slot for parking the car. So the system itself calculates with this PIRA system if there is a free slot, and the car obviously will park on it, and will solicit and will cancel the free slot. So this is something that we have integrated also with a company from Israel that is part of our consortium. Okay, and right now, but this is coming, frankly speaking. You know, sales guy likes to sell something that still don't have on their pocket. There is the possibility to have LPR recognition through the mobile application, let's say. So you can do LPR. You can do LPR through your mobile application. Okay, so let's try to go to our our software and see the reality. You know, PowerPoint, they are very nice, and trailers, they are still very nice. But I would like to show, for example, some application that we already have done all over, let's say, our short history, because we are a brand new company of 1 year. So this will help us to understand the 3 levels of our software. For example, we are selling the software on 3 levels. Smart is a non-extension up to 32 channels DMS. So you can manage until 32 cameras, but let's say is okay. On the other one, sorry, let me take the one. We will show you probably somebody that you recognize very well. So we are selling the software in 3 different levels. One is smart, until 32 cameras. You have limited function, but let's say all the features related to recording and having access to the archives. While there is an interesting way also that we are selling a lot our software. Let me remember again that we have 3 levels. One is smart, the other one is professional, and the other one is corporate. basically incorporate, integrate all kind of features like VIDEOWALL. For example, VIDEOWALL is deciding I want to put this view on a certain screen, or the other screen, or maybe on some portion of screen that we don't have here. This can be for a view, but obviously can be also for a camera, for example, not only for the views. So right now we are selling Smart, Professional, and Corporate, where Corporate is the highest level. I will give you a glimpse, an example of what is the Corporate. Right now, this customer is from India to a GeoMap part of the map, and here a camera, even if in so basically, what we want to do is having access to how easy and how powerful is the system of transcoding the video. Let's try to zoom here, for example, on the crossroads. Okay, we have a certain latency because right now I'm connected to a TeamViewer, but you can see that immediately we can jump from live to, for example, this morning, and we can manipulate the archives also frame by frame, back forward or forward, for example. We can double the speed, back forward or forward, let's say, and get back to live. So this is exactly the real amazing heart of our VMS. Let me show you, for example, some other view where we can when we can, for example, using a very smart idea of how to search out the events. So we can jump from one to the other with this simple tag. So this is me entering on my office here. Okay, but also getting back right now, like that. We can jump on the calendar. We decide to be Friday the 1st, for example, at 8:52. I don't know. So, and okay, this is the scenario is more or less the same, so no clue. But yeah, so take a look on the event that we have done. Okay, I was wearing sport shoes on that day. Okay, so moving frame by frame, back and forward, we can export in basically two format. Increased format, you will export a piece of the product itself, or you have always the possibility to export on VLC. So you have double choice. Okay, many other features. For example, smart search, you can search on a special definite area, the variation had on the last 12 hours, 3 hours, or 4. Well, very good. Just the last tip, probably the last two tips. You can see here on the on our navigation tree, we have cameras, we have the view, we have also the side plans, because when we are going to work on the sim, we will insert also some any kind of side plan, for example this one, and so on. But you can see here that I decided to work local, but I have all sites. This software in the corporate edition allows to federate until 25 sites. For example, you can imagine ISTC, for example, can federate the Brazil office, the city of Mexico, the Bogota, all together, you know. For example, here Omar opened to me the camera you have on your on your sites. For example, here we're seeing a Vivotech. So this is your let's say software room. I think this is the corridor for your IT department, and so on. So here we have federated a site. So you can really have a control room from here and federate many sites with different camera. Once just having the number of the IP address of your server. Well, I think I mean, there is a lot of stuff to say. How we can create bookmark, how we can create, probably I want to show you how easy it is to create like a view. For example, let's decide to create a new view with, let's call it webinar 6 September. We decide which view we want to adopt. For example, we will have this one. Okay, so this is created, and we decide what to put here. So let's say that on the main one, we want to have the Vivotech from ISTC. We want to have the one in the server room because it's very critical for us. We want to have the state of the system, so we always want to put here the system state of our of all our installation. Maybe we want to put also a floor, let's say the floor of our first floor of ISTC, for example. And then we can put here some two other camera, for example, this one that we have here, and just outside, so we can monitor from outside who's coming here, and maybe a side road where everybody is passing here. So we can give various priorities. We can decide that any camera can be live or archived, very flexible. We can decide that this maybe panel can be another panel if we have just one screen, and so on. So just give OK. So and everything is already loaded on the system, because if we go under view, we will have the already working our webinar 6 September view. Properly working. So you see in a glimpse, everything is, with a finger snap, everything is ready to be done. Many things you can take a snapshot. You can have a very important a fastback. For example, if you have some intrusion, you can set, for example, a fastback of 5 seconds before it even happened. You can imagine what's happening when a door is violated. you don't see that when the trigger is popping up, you don't see what's happening before. So you can fix that the system could have like until minus 5 seconds or 10 seconds just to take a look and to see the face of the intruder or whatever you want. Yeah, so finally, you know, once again, a lot of stuff to say. But I would like to, let's say, address you to our website that, in any case, is under reconstruction. While we opened recently a YouTube channel where much more detailed instructions are for the settings. That is again very easy. You have seen how easy it is to set a view, but on the same time, it's very easy to set a side plan, a camera, and so on. So yeah, from my side, it's okay. I don't want to be, you know, heavy, but I want to be at your disposal for any question. Let me remember that we have free, we can release any kind of free licenses for your test, for your vertical market. Just ask to Alexia or to your manager, to your reference of area, and that's it, let's say.
Okay, if you have any questions, you can write them in the chat box right now. Well, I don't see more questions, Emmanuel, so I don't know if you have anything else to say before we end this session.
No, it's okay. We just want to say that we are glad to support you. The friendship from my side with the ISTC is great. I know all the people from Brazil, City of Mexico, a long time from Bogota. With Caribe, I haven't had long contacts, but I hope to go deep in detail. I have a big friend that is Pedro, taking care. So that's it. I mean, we are at your disposal for any technical doubt, for any IND specification. In the download area, you can find the catalogs. And, you know, we have 7 people for the tech support at very different levels, very happy to support you.
Okay, thank you for participating in this webinar with Chris. As I said, this session will be recorded and will be sent to all of you. So thank you and have a good day.
Thank you very much to everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.